Hey y'all, welcome back to On Assignment for Alignment with Ayonaima. I am Ayonaima. And y'all, it's the 24th episode. This is crazy, you know. Hopefully we can end the year with the 25th episode. I'm just kind of taking it easy, going with the flow, allowing myself to just be and feel. So yeah, I just want to come over here and talk to y'all about this big transition that I'm making in my life. I am moving back home to the East Coast, and I'm going to be back integrated with my friends and my family, and I'm having some very real heavy emotions about it that I kind of just feel like I can't really talk to anyone about right now, other than my therapist. But my therapy session isn't until January 31st. So yeah. Yeah, so right now I just want to talk about that. So yes, I am moving back to the East Coast. I am excited. I'm feeling a whole spaghetti ball junction of emotions about it, and I have been having a lot of anxiety and fear surrounding my move. One, because just the ADHD part of it has had me in a tizzy, okay? And I'm scrambling, I'm trying to get everything together with me renting my house out, so I have some backyard work to do. I have to read through my warranty on my house and make sure that everything is up to date before I leave and get my tenants in. I have to make sure that my job is in placement, my school is set up, my therapist is set up when I get to Charlotte. It's actually crazy because I was honestly really scared about leaving my therapist because I've been going to her for the last 3 years. And I've been scared, and she told me, she was like, once you get your insurance and your benefits and stuff transferred over to the state that you're going to, that they're not going to allow you to come here anymore. And I was like, oh, I was so sad about it. I was bummed at first, but now it's so crazy because I just found my old therapist that my dad sent me to when I was younger. I only went to her for one session, and I just found her on Google. And I'm getting a little teary-eyed a little bit, but it just brought up like so many emotions from when I was in that space in my life. And now I'm like, it's a full circle moment, so I'm praying that I can get into her chair again, and just have some familiarity and comfort in that, prayerfully. So my fingers are definitely crossed for that. And back to my house. So yeah, I'm about to become a landlord. It's so crazy because at the beginning of the year, I always put one thing on my vision board that I feel like is not gonna happen. And I said I wanted to buy a house, but then I put on there that I wanted to have a rental property too. And I'm like, how I'm gonna make that both of those things happen in 1 year? And like, I'm thinking narrow minded. I'm thinking like I have to go out and buy a rental property. And God is like, girl, you're sitting on a gold mine right now. And towards the end of the month, towards the end of the year, God just been placing it on my heart to move back. And it's just like telling me like, you're ready. Like, don't get complacent. Don't get stagnant in this place. Like, you've been in Texas for 6 years now. And you've been away, you've been isolated. And that's not to diminish the friendships that I've made while I've been out here. But to a certain extent, to a great extent, I've been pretty introverted. Since I've been here, I've had my moments. I've had my areas of when I wanted to be outside and be seen, but for the most part, I've been pretty isolated. And now it's time for me to be integrated back into society, quote unquote. And and God has expanded my territory. On one hand, I'm extremely grateful because this is what I asked for. It's what I asked God for. I asked God to expand my territory and make me into an entrepreneur. And it's like, wow, like I'm getting a whole new set of responsibility on my hands, and I'm extremely excited about it, but I'm also very emotional about it. I've been here for the last 6 years. I've made a home for myself here, even though I just bought my house this year. It's just like, wow, I'm about to leave. I'm feeling so many emotions. This is the place that actually cultivated me into the person that I am today. And I'm feeling a lot. I'm experiencing a lot of fear right now. Because I'm recognizing the fact that I'm not the same person anymore that I was when I was back on the East Coast before. And it's scary. I'm afraid that, I'm not going to be able to relate to the things that I used to relate to. And I'm not going to be able to have fun in those environments. And I'm genuinely afraid of, like, being judged for that. Like, I would think she too good. Like, I don't want anyone to feel that way. And I'm a very open person. Like, I like to communicate with the people that I love. I really do. Like, I'm just not in that space no more, but I understand that people can take offense to that, because I've done that. And especially being the person that I am, like, I take my friendships, my relationships in my life very seriously. And I'm experiencing that fear of, just not being aligned with certain situations, certain people, certain activities anymore. And it's scary, because even in my isolation season, it's like I still was attaching myself to those people, those places, and those things for such a long time, because that's what I knew. That's what was familiar to me. And the fact that it was like I was holding on so hard to it because I was isolated. And now it's like I'm about to be in it full-fledged. And it's up to me to decide if I'm aligned with it and if I'm not. And, I had to call my friends last night, Chris and Chelsea. It was separate phone calls, but I just kind of wanted to get, like, their perspective on it, because they're older, and they're not that old, but they older than me, and they've been through these type of emotions before. And I just had to get their opinion on it, because I'm feeling lonely, right? I'm feeling pretty lonely right now. And I know that it's only temporary, and it's not gonna last forever, but they were just talking about how, like, when you separate yourself from people and things, it don't have to be like this big thing. You could just slow down the communication. It's crazy, because my therapist told me this, but I don't like that feeling. I don't like how I felt when it was done to me, and I don't want to do that to anybody else. And I want people to know, like, it's not personal. And I really want to let people know that, like, if I do experience these feelings, because they coming up already, and I'm just that type of person. Like, I want them to know, like, it's nothing personal. But in this season of my life, like, I've grown so far, and it's like I just can't be around energy that I'm just not aligned with, regardless of what it is, whether it's a job, whether it's a person, whether it's just any type of scenario. And also, like, I've come to appreciate the amount and the level of truth and honesty that I've cultivated within myself. Like, I don't lie to myself. I really don't. And when it comes to situations that I'm in, I take full responsibility and full accountability for how I got myself into that situation. And that's how I want everything around me to be, and I can't tell nobody how to live. Like, that's not what I'm here for. But I can control what I'm around, and that's part of the fear that's kicking in for me. That's just like, everybody not there, everybody not ready to be all the way honest with themselves. And I'm beginning to see that, everybody not ready to take those steps to where everything around them respects the level of honesty and truth that they have within themselves. And and my thing is, like, I'm not anywhere near perfect at all, but I do respect myself enough to get myself on a space where I'm like, you know what, you not being honest with yourself, so now you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to be brutally honest with yourself unless you want to commit to allowing yourself to become unhappy and dissatisfied with your entire life, and, like, things hurt. Being honest with yourself is not an easy process. It causes a level of pain, a level of grief, because it's like we don't want to think of ourselves as anything less than a good person, and I think that sometimes with being honest with yourself, it makes you feel like you are a bad person because you've gotten yourself into situations, or just anything in life that could have quote unquote been avoided. It's all a part of our journey, but sometimes it feel like shit, for real, just for a lack of a better term. God forgive me for that, for swearing. I'm trying to get out of that, but it makes us feel like terrible people when we get ourselves into situations that create unhappiness and dissatisfaction within ourselves. And I'm past that in my life. I'm in a space where I want to be honest with myself all the time. I don't want to lie. I can't lie to myself no more. And I want to make sure that I'm surrounding myself in environments that reflect that. The people that I'm around, like, they are comfortable with being honest with themselves, so that it'll motivate me to stay on alignment and to stay on my path with being honest with myself. I don't want to feel like I gotta shrink myself in that way and make myself feel like it's okay to lie to myself, because I'm not cool with that. I'm really not. And to be honest, y'all, the advice I've been giving out lately has been very lazy. It has been very lazy, because I'm just kind of looking at my life and I'm just like, you know what, at the end of the day, when it comes to advice, people are going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they feel like is best for them. And I can't, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is, like, if you're not ready to, like, be real with be fucking for real with yourself, it's really nothing that I can say. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. I've been telling people, like, what they want to hear. Like, you know what, do that. Because at the end of the day, that's how you are gonna learn. I can't tell you what to do. Like, we all got to go through our own stuff like that, but I am in a space where I want to surround myself with people that want to be honest with themselves, and just environments that reflect that. Because I know I've been in spaces where I haven't been honest with myself, and it comes with making yourself a priority, for sure. But I just know what it's like to be in a space where you're not honoring yourself and you're not being truthful with yourself, and it has created a copious amounts of dissatisfaction. And I'm just like, this year I feel like I've really experienced so much growth. And just a month or two ago, I wasn't being honest with myself, and it took me all the way off of my path. They say this whole healing thing, like, it's not linear. It definitely isn't. Like, I'm gonna have setbacks, but I want to be in spaces that remind me that, if you have a setback, that's okay, but you don't dwell in it. Don't allow it to take you all the way off of your path, or just any type of off of your path. Allow it to teach you, but don't keep making the same mistake over and over again, because now you messing up your life, and you messing up your life, it's spreading to other people. It's an energy. Energy is not created nor destroyed. So it's like, you messing up your life, that's motivating other people to mess their life up. Like, oh, she slipped. It's okay to slip. Yes. But don't pick yourself up. Know that there are things in this life that you have gone past and you are too good for now. And it's okay to know that. You're too good for that now. You passed that test before. Don't keep testing yourself over and over again on something that you aced the test before. So you don't got to even go back and retake the test, because you passed it. Then people done sent you off into the next level. So operate in that next level. And, like, that's what I've been experiencing this far. And this is actually making me feel so much better. I know that I'm gonna wake up in the morning and feel just satisfied with myself, and content and happier and joyful, and and heard, because I've been feeling like just recently I've been feeling a little bit unheard. And sometimes, and that's okay. Sometimes you just I'm gonna have to be okay with the fact that it's just me and God in this moment, and my podcast. And I'm cool with it. for now, but I am, I'm ready for God to usher me into a new environment. And I think I've been afraid to say this as well, like just with, new people as well. I love the people that are in my life now, and but I am ready to be around people. I want to be around people who are, honestly, I do want to be around people who are very comfortable in themselves, and just honor themselves and are truthful with themselves every second of the day, and really have limited amount of time for things that take them off of their course. And honestly, just zero time for that at all, because that's where I see myself being, and I don't know. I just want to be around that strength. That's just like, be around people that's like, you know what? I can see something from a mile away that's not good for me. So I'm not even about to go down that road. I'm not going down that road, because that's where I see myself being at. And I want to be around that energy. And I think I've been very afraid to say that, because I felt like it was going to drive a wedge between the friendships that I have now. But in all honesty, I can still, love the people that are in my life now and still go on and create new environments for myself and surround myself with people who are on that path, of just like, way further than where I am in life. And, just really allow myself to raise my vibration and be on their level, energetically, spiritually, any type of way that they are ahead of me. I want to be around people who are ahead of me. And I've been extremely afraid to say that, because I feel like creating room for that to happen means the absence of something and things and people that I've been attached to for a very long time. And I'm realizing that that's okay to feel. It's okay to feel that. But as I wrap up 2022, I want to be honest with myself in that, and just let myself know that, like, it's okay for you to want different things, and seek it, and allow it to seek you as well, and raise your vibration to where you are attracting said things, and allow God to do the work for you, because, you meeting him halfway. You allowing yourself to be expanded. And yeah, actually it felt really good to say that out loud and on my podcast, on my platform. So yeah, I did want to come on here and talk to y'all about that. I actually am in the house. I did a little sip and paint. Well, not sip and paint, because I ain't drinking, but just a little painting in my living room, because I've been feeling a little but it feels good. It definitely helped with the anxiety of my ADHD. I actually have a memo that I need to write tonight. But I wasn't going to be able to focus on that memo if I didn't come on here and speak, because this has really been on my mind. It's been plaguing me, for lack of a better word. But I'm cool. I know I'm going to be okay. But I just got to continue to really be real with myself on that part. Like, the fact that I want to be around people who are honest with themselves and know themselves and can see trouble from a mile away and exit it out quickly, because they know that it's going to take them off of their path. I got to be on that too. And I have to challenge myself to be on that type of vibe and that type of level. And just not be afraid to walk away from the things that just don't serve me anymore. Like, I have to really ingrain that in my brain and really be truthful with myself about the fact that God has been working on me, in spite of the situations that I've been going through. I've been passing my tests, and I've been really just committed to my own happiness. And it's okay, and I have to honor that, and I have to respect that, and I have to be grateful for the fact that, God allowed me to create that space for him and come in and just completely transform me. And I have to respect the fact that things are going to be different. You know, I'm not the same person that I was when I was back home before. So when I get back, I have to really just operate on the level that I'm on now. And, you know, and still be a loving, kind, compassionate, empathetic person. I can be that. And just not allow myself to be frustrated and by the fact that I'm holding myself to chains that I don't have to hold myself on. You know, like I'm literally free. I can do whatever I want to do. You know, it's just as long as I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not into that. And you know, and just continue to respect myself and love myself enough to really get into that and honor that. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to this. I'm sorry I didn't film, but I don't really think that December really gonna be giving film the podcast. Is really not gonna be giving that. Because I'm just not in the mood. I'm in a hibernating mood. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I pray that I see y'all on the next episode of On Assignment for Alignment. And make sure y'all do like, comment, subscribe, and download and share and all of that stuff. Oh, thank y'all so much for 300 downloads on the podcast on the app side. Thank y'all for 31 what is it 31 subscribers on my YouTube. Thank y'all so much for 54 watch hours on my YouTube channel. This is amazing. Like, we growing. It's a steady growth, but honestly, I'm grateful for all growth. And I can't wait to see where this goes next, y'all. I have so much planned for 2023. And I feel golden after I made this episode. So yeah, watch out for me next year, y'all. I got a lot planned, and it's gonna be a lot more content, and you know, just raising my vibration and continuing to grow and being okay with the fact that I'm growing. So I'll see y'all on the next episode.